Hello buttercups, welcome back to my channel. Glad to have you back. Carino here. In our previous video, in our previous lesson, we actually learned how to make this beautiful unisex romper, a sunflower unisex romper, and it's quite simple, and I actually took my time. We had a very detailed tutorial on this. So at the end of the previous video, I said I was going to come up with a matching booty for this romper that is going to have this sunflower. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come up with a booty that has this applique, but then I was able to come up with something for you guys, trust me. And yes, I came up with this beauty. Come on, look at this. This is so fine. So I came up with this, and in this video we'll be learning how to make this beautiful and very simple unisex booty. And if you feel like you actually need something to, like a drawstring, you can actually add it. At the end of the video, the second leg I will be making, I will try and add a drawstring so we can see what it will look like with and without the drawstring. So let's get into the material we'll be needing. For the materials, we'll be needing these yarns for our sunflower. I'll be using this chocolate, orange, and yellow, which are these three colors. I will just be needing a little bit of them because the sunflower for the booty, I'll be using a single strand, this thin yarn. So I'll be using just a little portion of this three colors, and a portion of this for the sole, and I'll be using more of this cream color for the body, as you can see. So you can mix your color anyhow you want it. You can decide to work with one color. If you made your romper in a color, in just one color, so you might need to do your booty in one color as well. But because I mixed my romper, I have two colors here, two major colors. That was why I came up with this. So you can as well mix it any way you like. So I'll be needing this, and I'll be using two different size of hook. I'll be using size 2 mm hook. I'll be using size 2 mm for the sunflower because, like I said, I'll be using just a strand. And for the body and the sole, I'll be using size 3.0 mm for the body and the sole. We'll be needing a tape measure, 2 stitch markers, tapestry needle for weaving in our ends, and a pair of scissors. I think that is all we'll be needing. So let's jump right into the tutorial. So I'll be starting with my chocolate. We are going to make this applique, this sunflower. So I'm starting with my chocolate yarn. So I'll be making a magic ring. I'm going to cross my yarn like this. I'm starting with my 2.0 mm hook. As you can see, I'm using a single strand. I'll have it crossed like this, then turn. Then I'll use my other finger to hold this. Then I'll take my hook, go to the back, grab this one, the yarn at the back, twist it, bring up my fingers, and I'll chain up 2, which does not count as a stitch. I just use that to secure my circle, my magic ring. As you can see, it is adjustable. You can increase and reduce it. So I'll go ahead and make 12 double crochets inside this magic ring. 12 double crochets in total. That's 1, 2. To make double crochet, sorry, for beginners, you yarn over, you go right into the circle, pull out a loop. You have three loops, yarn over, put through 2, yarn over, put through 2. So I have 1, 2, 3, excluding the chain 2. I have 3. So I'll go ahead and repeat this until I have 12 double crochets in total. So this is what my 12 double crochet looks like. So I'll bring out the tail and pull. I'll draw it so as to close up that circle we have in the middle. Don't draw too tight so that you won't end up cutting your yarn. So I'm going to join to the very first double crochet, which is this, with a slip stitch right there. So we have the first one done. Actually, I'm supposed to do my slip stitch with the new color. So I'm going to change my color. I'm going to be changing to color orange. So with my orange yarn, I'll go ahead and use it to make my slip stitch, and I'll chain up 1. So to secure my new yarn, I'll go ahead, this is my previous yarn, the chocolate. I'm going to pull tight, then make a knot. Actually, I'm going to make 2 knots to secure the end very well. So feel like I left was quite small, so I'll just make 2 knots. So I have my 2 knots. I'll just go ahead and cut the previous yarn I was working with, which is the chocolate. I'm done with it. So now with our new yarn, which is the orange, I will try and hide these little tails while I work. So I'll chain 1 more, which does not count as a stitch. So I'm going to yarn over. We are making puff stitch now, the orange. So you go right into that same space, that same stitch where you slip stitched, which is this. You go right inside, pull out a loop. You have 3 loops. Yarn over again. You go into that same space, pull out a loop. You yarn over again. You go into that same space, pull out a loop. So we did that 3 times. So in total, you should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, then pull through hole, chain 1. That's our first puff stitch. So we go into the very next one. You yarn over like you are going to do your double crochet. Go into the next stitch, pull out the loop. Trying to hide this tail. Pull out the loop. That's the first one. You yarn over, go into that same space. That's the second time. You yarn over and you go into that same loop. That's the third time. You yarn over, put through hole, then chain 1. That's our second puff stitch. I'll do that again. Go into the next one, right inside, pull out a loop, yarn over, go into that same space the second time, pull out a loop, yarn over for the third time, go into that same space for the third time, pull out a loop. You have 7 loops in total. Yarn over, put through hole, and chain 1. So you're going to be repeating this all around. In total, you should be having 12 puff stitches in total. So when I'm done with mine, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So after working my last puff stitch, I chained 1, and I'm going to slip stitch into that, the puff stitch. I'm going to slip stitch right there. I'll slip stitch and cut. So I'll join with my finer yarn, which is color yellow. So I'll make a knot. And I'll go into any of this chain 1 space, any. So I'll go right inside this very last one I made. I'll go inside and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's my first double crochet. So we are actually going to work a cluster double crochet. So this is going to be different because this is where we are starting our work. But you are going to see how we are going to do the remaining one. But this one is quite different. So the remaining, you go right inside like you are going to do your double crochet. You go into that chain 1 space, pull out the loop, yarn over, put through 2. You have 2 loops left. Yarn over, go into that same space, pull out the loop, yarn over, put through 2. You have 3 loops, yarn over, put through hole, then chain 1. That's our first cluster stitch. So we are moving to the next chain 1 space. I'm going to skip this puff stitch, then go into, we are working into the chain 1 spaces. So the very next one, I'll go right inside like I'm going to do my double crochet. I yarn over, go right inside the chain 1 space, yarn over, put through 2, yarn over again, go into that same space, put through 2, yarn over for the third time, go into the same chain 1 space, put through 2. I have 3 loops in total. I have 4 loops now. This one is coming from the previous one we made, and this is the 3 we made now. So I have 4. I'll yarn over, put through all, then chain 1. Let me repeat that for the last time. I'll yarn over, go into the next chain 1 space, pull out a loop. I have 3 loops, yarn over, put through 2. I have 2 loops left now. I'll yarn over again, go into that same space, pull out the loop, yarn over, put through 2. I have 3 now. I yarn over for the third time, go into that same space, pull out a loop, put through the first 2. Now I have 4 loops in total, yarn over, put through hole, then chain 1. So that's how you work your cluster stitch. So you're going to repeat this all round. After working your cluster stitch, you chain 1. You have chain 1 in between. So go ahead until you have 12 in total. When you're done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So here I'm done with my cluster stitches. So I'll go right into the third chain, 1, 2, 3. The third chain, the 3 chains we started with, into the third one. I'll slip stitch, then I'll cut my yarn. So your sunflower might be folding up. Try as much as possible to lay it flat, widen it out. So go ahead and weave in the ends of your sunflower and we place this aside. So we'll be starting with the sew now. I'll be changing the color of my yarn to this. This is what I want to use. So you change to the color you want for the sole of your booty. And I'll be switching my hook to size 3.0 mm hook. So I'll make a slip knot. And I'll go ahead and chain 12. For size 0 to 3 months, I'll suggest you chain 9. And for 6 to 12 months, I'll suggest you chain, I have 12 here, I suggest you chain around 15, or you use a bigger hook. So I have my 12 chains. I'll go into I'm going to skip this first chain. This is the first chain, not the one on the hook. This is my first chain. I'm going to skip that into this very second one. This second chain, I'll go ahead and work 3 single crochets into this very one. I'll work 3 single crochet into one chain. 1, 2, and 3 into the same chain space. I work 3. So I'll go ahead and work 5 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So go ahead and work yours. So I have my 5 single crochets done. So into the next 2 stitches, I work 1 half double crochet each. So half double crochet. I work the first one, that's 1. I have 2. Now in the next 2, I work 2 double crochet. We are increasing it. We start with single, we move to half. Now we are working double. So I work 2 double crochets, 1 and the second one. So we start with 3 single crochet into same stitch, then we worked 5 single crochet, then we worked 2 half double crochet, 2 double crochets, then in the last chain we are going to work 7 double crochets into the very last chain. I'll work all the 7 inside. So I'll go ahead and work my 7 double crochets. So I have my 7 double crochet made. So we are going to repeat the same thing we did in this side. We are going to repeat it on this other side. So I'll work 2 double crochets. So I work 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochet, then 5 single crochets. So when I'm done with the 5 double crochets, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So in this very last chain, I'll work 2 single crochet inside. 1 and 2. So into the very first single crochet we made, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch. So we are done with the first round of our sole. This is what it looks like. So into the next, I'll chain up 2, 1, 2, which stands for, this counts as our first half double crochet, this chain 2. So into that very same space, I'll work 1 more half double crochet. So that means we have 2 half double crochet in total. So into the next stitch, I'll work 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2. So we chained 2, which is our first half double crochet. I added 1 more half double crochet into that same space, and I worked 2 half double crochet into the next stitch. So I'll work 1 half double crochet into the next 10 stitches. So 1, 2. So I will go ahead until I have 10 in total. So now we've reached this group of 7 double crochet we made in our previous row. So we are going to be working 2 half double crochet into the next 7 stitches. So we are going to be have 14 half double crochets in total. So 2 half double crochet into each of your next 7 stitches. So go ahead and work yours. So here is what I have: 2 half double crochet until I have, in the next, I worked 2 half double crochet into 7 stitches. So I have 14 half double crochets in total. So I'll go ahead and work 10 half double crochet here, then I'll come back and show you how we are going to finish off. So after working my 10 half double crochet, this is what I have left. I have 1 stitch left and our slip stitch. So we are going to work inside that slip stitch. So into this very next stitch, I work 2 half double crochets. So we are just finishing off with what we started with. And inside our slip stitch, I'll work 2 half double crochets as well. 1 and 2. So I'm going to slip stitch on top of our second chain. This is the first chain and this is the second. So I'll slip stitch right there. So we are done with our second round. So moving on to the very last round of our sole. So I'll chain up 1 and inside that same space I'll work 1 half double crochet. So our chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so I have 1 half double crochet into that same space where we slip stitched, and in the next stitch I'll work 2 half double crochets. So we are going to be increasing 1 and 2. Again, in the next one I'll work 1 half double crochet and I'll work 2 half double crochet. So here is what I did: 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet. So I work 10 half double crochet into the next 10 stitches. When I'm done with my 10 half double crochets, I'll come and show you what we are going to do around this toe area. So after working 10 half double crochet, we've come to where we made our increases. So this is what we are going to do. In this next stitch, we are going to work 2 half double crochets, and in the next 5 stitches we work 1 half double crochet. So 1 half double crochet into the next 5 stitches. So I worked 2 half double crochet here, then I work 1 half double crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5. So into the next stitch I work 2 half double crochet. The next stitch I work 2 half double crochet again, 2 half double, 2 half double. In the next 5 stitches I work 1 half double crochet inside each of the next 5 stitches, and into the last one here I work 2 half double crochet. So let me explain what I did so as not to get you confused. I worked 2 half double crochet, 5 half double crochet. I worked 1 half double crochet into the next 5 stitches. I worked half double crochet increase, that's 2 half double crochet inside 2 stitches. Then I worked another 5 half double crochet. Then I finished with 2 half double crochet into the last one here. So next I'm going to work 10 half double crochet here. When I'm done with my 10 half double crochet, I'll come and show you how to finish up. So we are going to be finished off with what we started with. So I will have 2 half double crochet into the next stitch, 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, 2 half double crochet into the next stitch, and 1 half double crochet into the last stitch. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch into our first half double crochet and cut off my yarn because I want to change my yarn to this color. So in case you are not changing the color of your yarn, please don't cut off, you just move on to the next thing. Like I said, this is for size 0 to 6 months or 3 to 6 months. This measures around 10 centimeters, as you can see right there, 10.5 centimeters. So that is the measurement for 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to grab my off-white, my cream color. So I'll try and locate. Okay, I want to work front post and back posts. I'll try and locate the middle right here, this. So I'll join my new yarn and work front post and back post half double crochet. So I'll yarn over, I'll go from the back. No, we are working back post half double crochet, not front post and back post, sorry. I'll go from the back. I'll push, this is my stitch I'm working around, this stitch right here. I'll push it backwards to the back, grab my yarn, pull it out, then work my half double crochet, just like that. I'll go into the next one right there. I'll push the stitch backwards, come out on the other side, grab my yarn, pull it out, and work my half double. Let me show you that again. Go again from where I came out for the previous stitch. I'll go right inside that same space, push the next stitch backwards, then come out the second side, grab my yarn, pull out a loop, and work my half double. So I'll repeat this all around. In total, I should have 50 stitches in total. So when I'm done with this, I'll come back and show you what we are going to do next. So after completing my 50 stitches, this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and slip stitch into the very first one we made right there. This is what we have. So I'll work a regular half double crochet into all my stitches round. I'll go into all the stitches and work a regular half double crochet. So in total we'll have 50 half double crochets. So starting from the very first one, I have 1. So I'll go ahead and work this all around. When I'm done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So after working my half double crochet round, I marked 25 stitches in the top in the front area around the toe. I counted 25 to this point. I marked the middle, then I counted 12. I marked it and I counted 13 for the other side. So I have 25 in total marked in the front. We want to join our sunflower now. So I'll go ahead, I'll chain up 1, I'll work 14 half double crochets. So starting from that very first space, 1. So I'll go ahead and work this until I reach where my stitch marker is. So I've reached. So after working my 15 half double crochet, so to join our sunflower, so I'm just trying to straighten it out. So I'll do like I want to work my regular half double crochet. So I'll yarn over, go right into the next stitch, right inside like that. I'll drop this, then grab my sunflower, then I'll enter into any of my chain 1 space like this. Like this. Then I'll grab it together, then work my half double crochet. So we join the first space. So right now I'll go back to my booty. I'll work 2 regular half double crochet. 1, 2. The third one I'm going to join again. So I'll go right inside like my regular half double, grab my sunflower, go right inside, grab my yarn, then put through hole. So we have the second joining. I'll work 2 half double crochet again. 1, 2. The third one, I'll go right inside, I'll grab my sunflower again, go into the next space, grab my yarn, pull out a loop. I have 3 loops, yarn over, put through. So I'll repeat this until I join 8 times. I've joined the first, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So I'll repeat this until I have 8 joining. So I'll go ahead and do my, when I have 8, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I've joined 8 times. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'll work my 2 regular half double crochet. 1, and the last one will be on my the last stitch I marked. So right there. Okay, I'll do that again. There. So before we continue, we are going to be joining one more time. So we yarn over just like we've been joining. Grab my sunflower and go right inside the next space and join with half double. Okay, I think I picked the wrong strand. Okay, right inside, go right there. So in total we joined 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So right now I'll just work my regular half double crochet until I get to where I started from. So right now it's just regular half double crochet. So go ahead and work yours. When I'm done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So this is what our booty is looking like. This is what we have. Look at that beauty. So we are almost done with our booty actually. So the next thing we are going to do, chain 1, I'll work my 15 half double crochet. So starting from the very first stitch right here, 15 half double crochet. So I have 1, 2. So I'll go ahead and work 15. When I have 15, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I have my 15 half double crochets done. So right now I'll yarn over. So we are going to be working like this. We are not working this way, we are working like this. So I'll go right into this first space where we joined. Right there I'll work 1 half double crochet like that. Into the next one I'll work 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Into the next space I'll work 1 half double crochet. 1. Into the next I'll work 2. 1, 2, right there. And into the very last one here I'll work 1 half double crochet. So in total we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 half double crochets. So we're just going to be moving right into our stitch, which is this a regular stitch. So I'll go ahead and work my half double crochet until I reach where I started from. So when I'm done, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So this is what we have for now. So right now we start working our front post and back post half double crochet. So I chained one, going to yarn over. This is my very first stitch. So I'll go ahead and work a front post half double crochet. So I push my stitch forward, grab my yarn and work my half double crochet. And the next one is back post. I yarn over, I'll go from the back, push my stitch backwards, grab my yarn, pull out the loop, then pull through forward. That's back post. I'll work front post again, I'll work back post again. So that will be the repetition for this round, front post and back post half double crochet. So I'll do this all round. When I come to the end here, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So I've come to the end of the first round of my front post and back post half double crochet. So moving to the next one, it's just a repetition of what we did previously. I'll chain up one. So where we have front post, we work front post, and where we have back post, we work back post. So yarn over, go right into my stitch, which is front post, and work my regular front post half double crochet. So I'll go from the back and do my half double crochet the front. So we've done the first round. We are working on our second round, so I'll go ahead and do 2 more rounds. So this is the first, this is the second, so I'll do 2 more. So I'll be having 4 rounds of front post and back post half double crochet in total. So this is 1, this is 2, and I'll do 2 more, so that will be 4 in total. So when I'm done with my 4 rows, I'll come back and show you what next to do. So after I worked my 4 rows, I slip stitched, chain 1, and cut my yarn. So I hid my hand already, so this is what I have, and this is the first leg. I decided to add a string, so I made a bow by the side. So I'll be doing the same thing for the second leg. This is what we have, so pretty. So I'll work my string and make sure that the second bow is by this side, so that will be for the second leg. So for the string, I chained 80 chains. If you don't want your string to be as long as this, you can chain 70, and if you want it longer, you can go ahead and add more chains. So I'm going to thread my needle, and so I will go this way so that I can finish here. So I'll go from here. So I'm picking on the second row. This is the first row of our front post, and this is second, so I'm going to the second. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I'll start from here. So I'll just pass it round like that. So I'll go ahead and pass this all the way around and until I reach where I started from. So I'll come back and show you on how to make the bow. So this is what I have. I've come to where I started, so this is what I have here. So to make my bow, I'll try as much as possible to make sure that my hands are equal. I have equal length. So I'll go ahead, pick this, then I'll make a cross and have this. That's the first one, and go ahead and make a knot. So that's how I make my bow. Okay, so right there. So I'll just cut the remaining. I'll make a knot right here at the end, right there. Okay, let me tie that again. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do the same thing for the second leg. So I made a knot at the end of both on the 2 ends. I made a knot right here and right here, so I'll just cut, make sure I have equal length. So right there, and our booty is ready. Come on now, look at that beauty. Don't forget, this beauty is unisex, can be rocked. If you want to make this for a baby boy and you feel like the bow is making it look like, you know, giving it this baby girl vibe, you can actually skip the bow part and you have your booty for your baby boy. So this marks the end of the set we want to make, and this is the romper that we made in our previous video right here, and we have our matching booty. Look at the beauty we made. Come on, I'm so glad I was able to come up with something, because in my previous video I wasn't sure if I can come up with something like this, that we have this sunflower, and I'm so glad I was able to come up with something, and it's really really beautiful. Like, look at that, so lovely. So don't forget to check out the tutorial for this romper if you're interested, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful, and don't forget to drop a comment if you have any question. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.